lösch mich, egal wie oft du willst. Ich, deine Mutter, vor dir. Okay? Sohn.
Ich habe sie geschlagen und ich bin Gott dankbar, dass ich sie nicht getötet habe, versteht ihr mich?
Egal mit wem du auf korrekt hier redest, ich rede nur zu dir. Alles, was ich will. Und ich werde es jetzt tun.
This one has been a huge topic on the German side of YouTube, and is easily the biggest downfall I've witnessed. Mois was one of the biggest YouTubers in Germany, amassing over 2 million followers on YouTube, over 3 million on TikTok, and over 1 million on Instagram. But all of those accounts have been banned due to his actions. His downfall is still continuing, and it's uncertain whether he will harm himself or others. He is currently fleeing countries, he is homeless, takes every possible drug he can find, is running away from police and other gang members, which he keeps insulting in his videos and Instagram stories.
Red nicht so viel, Bro. Zeig mich nicht an in jeder Stadt wie ein Ich fick dich, ich fick Salah, ich fick Salahs Vater mit diesem den ich hier wedle. Alles, was ich will. Und ich werd's jetzt tun.
He's basically being pursued by everybody. Some want to kill him, or the police want to arrest him. He had a pretty long career and a lot of controversies, so it would take too long to discuss every single one of them. Instead, we'll focus on the most important and recent controversies. I'll be adding subtitles and translating everything since most of it is in German. Just for context, Mois was actually a hyper-successful YouTuber with insane growth, loved by the majority of people, and doing a lot of charitable things in his videos, similar to Mr. Beast. So it's extremely surprising how strong the contrast is to his actual self. The first few cracks in the career of Mois started around the end of 2020 and beginning of 2021. Mois made a video about a rapper named Asche, exposing him for lying about his identity, faking his passport, lying about his age and name, as well as religion. The most damning part, and there was a great emphasis on this, was that Asche is not actually Chechen, but rather Polish.
Nach 12 Jahren Karriere sagt er zum Beispiel hier, halb Tschetschener, halb Ukrainer, wir haben miterlebt, deshalb nennt mich meine Mama Amir Israel. Und das ist das erste Mal, wo ich gedacht habe, Bro, aber der hat mir erzählt, Digga, sein Vater ist Tschetschener, seine Mutter ist Tschetschenerin, Digga. 6 Jahre lang war er in Tschetschenien, wie in diesem Interview erzählt.
Also bis 89 bist du in Tschetschenien, in Grozny geboren.
Ja.
Dann seid ihr mit, ja, warst du ungefähr 6 Jahre alt, 6 Jahre später, 95, bist du dann nach Deutschland gekommen.
Ja.
This video was completely meant to destroy not only the rapper's career, but also his life, since he was regularly engaging and interacting with Chechens, while he allegedly wasn't even a Chechen himself. Just for additional context, Mois himself is a Chechen. That's why he's putting a lot of emphasis on this. There aren't many Chechens in the world, so normally they take great pride in working and living together. Asche would make numerous songs talking about the struggles and wars of the Chechens, so his identity and career was basically tied to his alleged nationality. In the end, this video actually backfired quite heavily, since the rapper decided to make a diss track against Mois, which was received quite well. While the rapper was actually lying about a few things, and Mois was actually correct in some points, it didn't really damage his career all that much. But for the YouTuber Mois, this was only the start. On April 2023, one of his best friends named Maestro made a YouTube video, completely exposing Mois, claiming that he had been taken advantage of, not being paid for his work while he was working for Mois, claiming that Mois was consuming a lot of drugs, having psychotic episodes, and just overall lying a lot, insulting him and being untrustworthy.
Hat gesagt, ist der neue Prophet. Hat gesagt, ist Gott.
This wasn't an unprompted video, since Mois decided to make a song dissing Maestro for no real reason. After this, however, things started going downhill rather quickly. Mois gifted his YouTube channel with over 2 million subs to Maestro, even though Maestro never asked for it, and he also never accepted this gift. However, this led the channel to become very inactive, with the YouTuber Mois trying to grow other channels, but being pretty unsuccessful at doing so. His TikTok and Instagram were still going strong, so people assumed that he just diverted his attention to his other channels. This controversy eventually died down quite a bit, but Mois' reputation took a big hit. There was also another controversy of him receiving 100,000 euros in donations for the earthquake victims of Turkey, but he actually ended up not donating the money, but I won't be going into details here. Instead, we now get to the most recent controversy, him putting his wife through 7 years of abuse, beating her on numerous occasions, and in one instance almost killing her. This is very extensive and elaborate, so this won't be as detailed as it should be. It started off with rumors circulating that the wife of Mois has been cheating on him with a different rap artist named San Diego, who also had a wife himself. I know a lot of rappers are involved, but that's due to Mois constantly involving rappers in his content. Mois claims that San Diego was his best friend at the time, so it basically crushed him even more to learn that he allegedly had an affair with his wife. So far, there hasn't been concrete proof of this actually being true, with the only real proof provided being a video recorded of San Diego's ex-wife filming the wife of Mois with the rapper.
Mit wem seid ihr hier? Mit wem bist du?
Mois was going on a rampage on social media, making over 300 Instagram stories per day, mostly just reposting his fans, but also others that were insulting his wife for allegedly cheating on him. Mois himself also made videos against her, further ruining her reputation and pretending to be the actual victim. Eventually though, it reached a point where his ex-wife made a very long statement, detailing that she had been in an abusive relationship for 7 years. It's a lot that she talks about, so I won't go through every single point, but there are some key aspects. She was getting abused by the mother of Mois, who was living in the same household. According to her, she was being held captive in the house. She wasn't allowed to call her own parents for 3 full years. She was regularly getting beaten up by Mois, and in one instance, she almost got killed by him. She attached some pictures as proof and sounded very trustworthy, but critically analyzing these, there was no context behind the images, so it wasn't 100% proven whether these claims were true or not. However, these claims were quickly confirmed by Mois himself, saying that she can be glad that he didn't end up killing her, having his usual outreach.
Ich habe sie geschlagen und ich bin Gott dankbar, dass ich sie nicht getötet habe, versteht ihr mich? Aber ich habe es nicht getan, weil ich mich kontrolliere. Aber es ist schwer, sich zu kontrollieren, verstehst du? Darum laufe ich von mir selber weg. Versteht ihr das? Und die hat meine Kinder weggenommen mit einem dreckigen. Und die haben mir meine Kinder 13 Monate nicht gezeigt und mein Essen gegessen. Verstehst du das? Ich habe meine Miete nicht bezahlt, damit sie das haben kann. Jetzt sitzt dieser da und erzählt, ich hatte ein blaues Auge. Freut dich, dass du nicht tot bist, Kappa!
During this entire ordeal, he was constantly insulting her on social media, even leaking what looked like revenge porn, claiming that he even has a sex tape with her, which he plans on leaking. At this point, the rapper San Diego also made a statement, saying that he was misled by Mois and cut off his friends and colleagues because of him, and that he never had an affair with Mois' wife, which led to the following video from Mois.
Dass deine Mutter eine wissen, also so. Natürlich nicht. Es war alles nur Satire. Ich suche dich schon sehr lange. Ich will mit dir einen Podcast drehen. Drehen wir einen Podcast? Du wiegst wie mein linkes Ei, Bro. Ich hab mit meinem Loch gezogen. Red nicht so viel, Bro. Zeig mich nicht an in jeder Stadt wie ein Ich fick dich, ich fick Salah, ich fick Salahs Vater mit diesem den ich gewedle. Ich fick alles, was ich will. Und ich werd's jetzt tun. Und du kleine, tu nicht so vor kleinen Kindern im Internet auf Klass. Für dieses eine Mal meine Frau anschauen, du Sohn. Egal wie du dich vermarktest, du Jü. Ich jeden deine egal welcher Abstammung sie sind und mach aus ihnen Jüdinnen! Hadiden! Egal wo du bist, ich finde dich, Sohn. Egal was du postest, lösch mich, egal wie oft du willst. Ich, deine Mutter, vor dir. Okay, Sohn? Und dafür gebe ich meine Seele auf. Ich bin Shaitans Vater. Hadiden! Ich jage dich, egal wo du bist. Egal mit wem du auf korrekt hier redest. Ich rede nur zu dir. Wolltest du fühlen, wie es sich anfühlt, Digga? Wie es sich anfühlt? Hadiden, wenn ich Anis nicht 100.000 Mal an solche opfern würde, um deine Musik wegzunehmen.
For context, San Diego is a Jew, and Mois kept on insulting him because of it, which, if you're familiar with Germany, is being punished quite heavily, so he had to flee the country, because multiple people report him to the police, and they were obviously looking for him in order to arrest him. Currently, it's unclear where he is. He's basically in a new country every few days, some speculating that he might be in Mexico right now or in Italy. He's homeless, doesn't have any wealth, since he lost all of his money that he made from his YouTube career, which should have easily been in the multi-millions. He's having a psychotic episode and is fueling it by consuming every drug he can find. He even asked for donations to buy even more, and people keep on donating. His IG stories and overall content is also now in English.
I'm normally a father of children and this. I was never like this, you know, I never lived like this. You know, I had normal home, stable income, man.
It's difficult to understand him at times, but I guess his strategy here is to shift towards a more international audience, with the hopes of having a career again. I've only talked about maybe 5% of the information available, and this is such a crazy case, it's almost unbelievable. Someone who had such a good reputation and was liked by so many for so many years, constantly showing off in his videos as his Mr. Beast type figure, who is donating so many things to others, and going from that to this complete maniac with a really toxic private life, betraying everybody, getting hooked on drugs, ruining his entire life, almost killing his wife, threatening to even kill his own children, and ending up homeless was shocking to everybody. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. If you're enjoying the video so far, it really helps out. You can always change your mind later. YouTube has been used in numerous cases for very nefarious reasons, often in ways that are difficult to track. The Elsa-gate or monkey-ate rabbit holes are just some examples that have received widespread attention. While I was doing research on a completely different topic, I found something seemingly very alarming. There are two playlists called Baby Torture. Upon closer inspection, the playlists were created by the same YouTube channel, someone who goes by John Doe. They have a third playlist called Baby Punished. Let's have a look at the first playlist. After glancing over the titles of some of the videos, we can see that the videos were uploaded by different channels, sometimes dating back to over a decade ago. While some of the titles reaffirm what this playlist should entail, if we actually check out some of these videos, there's nothing strange about it.
Audrey.
Though there are also videos covering what seems like parents taking the lives of their own child, or doctors being responsible for the disability of babies, etc. But those are only news outlets covering very dark subject matters, but nothing graphic or homemade. In the second playlist, it's much of the same, though most of these videos here are homemade. We see babies crying, sometimes for no reason, sometimes because they are hungry. Taking a look at the channel itself, we cannot find any uploads, but a staggering amount of playlists, all involving babies. It's unclear why they would dedicate such a large amount of time creating so many different playlists all involving babies. There are easily hundreds of playlists, some involving over 100 videos. Some have pretty inappropriate titles like we discussed earlier, but there are more, like this one called Naughty Babies or Babies Abused, including videos showing what seems like real abuse of someone holding their naked baby upside down in the air. In the grand scheme, however, the majority of playlists seem to be harmless, but the intention behind creating so many of these playlists is unknown. Also, there is a huge amount of views that have been generated by their playlists regarding baby torture, so there seems to be an interest in seeking and checking out this type of content. As for my opinion on this, I think while it is pretty strange and someone here seems overly obsessed with babies, it seems like a user that is using YouTube as a form of library, cataloging things they find interesting through the playlist function. They didn't expect their playlist to gain any traction, so they weren't careful with titling their playlist appropriately. Other sick individuals were seeking out this type of content, hence why there are a lot of views on these playlists. We cannot fully exclude whether the person running the channel is malicious or not. However, they themselves haven't uploaded any videos. Also, one last thing that I want to mention is that some of these playlists have hidden videos, meaning that those videos are no longer online or have been deleted by YouTube. This could be due to different reasons, including that it might have shown footage that was too graphic. On the subreddit Internet Mysteries, a now deleted user made a post about a channel named Garzuela, which they suspect is tied to human trafficking. They claim they found this channel by accident. There are in fact two channels posting very similar content, presumably from the same owner, which goes by Creston Theater. On the channel itself, we can see that it has been abandoned for over a decade now, with the most recent videos dating back to over 10 years ago. The titles include characters in Arabic. The videos seem largely uninteresting at first, just featuring someone filming the people and street. The titles seem to include the date of recording. It seems to follow the structure of the Islamic calendar, hence why it says 1432-22. Converted to our date, it will be sometime in 2011. If we take a look at the most viewed videos on this channel, things start to get significantly more disturbing. And these videos always feature a girl, and you can hear her talking to what appears to be her dad.
Bro, I got 55 and no math.
55 what? That was from that one day. This is like green and turquoise day.
Some videos have the comments disabled, which may have not been the choice of the uploader, but rather YouTube stepping in and closing the comment sections. On other videos, the comments are available, and as you'd expect, it's filled with predators. Comments like, "I can sleep with you," or "Hello my love, you're very pretty." Both comments coming from the same user. Multiple others also added that they find her beautiful. Here's one asking for her Instagram. One more here, from someone asking, "Anything better through email?" Basically asking for CP. One of the most concerning ones is a comment thread, reading, "To enjoy all night." How? In the bed. Really? Yes. You know it's naughty. Yes, it's real. What follows is a bunch of comments from the same user, asking for the telegram of someone else, seemingly being successful in exchanging information, but the messages of the other users are all deleted. Returning back to the videos. The living conditions displayed in these videos don't seem to be the best, with videos featuring rubbish on the floor and a lack of furniture in the rooms. In the same video, we can see what appears to be her dad. The interactions with his daughter all seem friendly. The Redditor claims that this could be someone who trafficked this child, but I haven't really seen any form of evidence or arguments that would suggest that. Every interaction that I've seen on those videos was very friendly. He never had a conflict with his daughter, and his daughter also never seemed to feel uncomfortable. Though there's a bit more to the story.
Hi, my name is Kurt. I play a father on YouTube.com. I've been raising a child as a character on YouTube, but in real life I'm also raising a child. But we could use your funds. I haven't opened up a PayPal account, or maybe we could just use your prayers. I'm kind of in the middle of the show right here. Anyway,
This was pretty difficult to understand. It almost feels like he's ashamed of even doing this video. But from what I was able to gather, is that his name is Kurt, and he's asking for donations through his PayPal. He seems to struggle with raising his child, and from the living conditions that we looked into previously, it makes sense that he seems to be out of money. In other videos, we can hear that the man is a Muslim.
tomorrow I only got one more day to upload videos this week. I think I can get them all in one day if I get there early enough. Inshallah. That means Allah willing.
This brings us to his blog, which contains very detailed information about his mental state and life. The following will discuss information that he himself publicly shared on his public website. We learn that the child's name is Star. Kurt converted to Islam, but is from a Mormon family, which caused tensions between them. We can see videos of Kurt praying. There are also numerous videos on the Crescent Theater channel, where his daughter is also wearing the hijab.
Hi guys, I put a different hijab. Okay.
I won't be going through all of the blog posts here, because it's simply too much, and feels like he's ranting at times, repeating the same things over and over again, but in his very last post from October 2017, he says the following. Okay, so the battle between extended family kidnappers, my mom, and stepdad, but I wish he was dead. And then the ex-wife kidnapper family of 10 plus 12 more cousins, many of whom were robbed from other divorced spouses. And I'm just still sitting here, waiting in Peru 4.5 years later of not seeing my daughter, since I don't have a kidnapper team like them. So he seems to have lost custody over his daughter. Overall, he seems to be in constant conflict with the family of his ex-wife and his own family. He doesn't seem to have access to his daughter any longer. Kurt also frequently says that he wants to have control of the daughter, which seems very important to him. Also claiming in other posts that his ex-wife is schizophrenic and is insulting her numerous times, claiming that she wants to take control over him and his daughter. It's honestly difficult to tell what's going on at times. If he's always telling the truth in his posts, it feels like his ex-wife and family are trying to trick him into doing something which will cause him to lose custody of the child. At the same time, there are so many unhinged rants in here, and he also frequently talks about conspiracy stuff in his YouTube videos, so it might be him having a mental breakdown in these rants. One of them reading, "If I see any of your brothers and sisters before I see Star, I will kill them. I'm going to visit that neighborhood more often, it's very close to me. You've done this to me long enough. I chose to go. It was my choice. No one stops saying that. I will kill them. Even after I get Star back. If I see them, I will kill them. There's no justice otherwise. There's too much information, so it's impossible for me to cover it all. But there are even Tumblr posts, which are allegedly from him, and he also threatens people there with their lies. It goes even further, with him having an IG account, where his mental state seems to deteriorate even further, his rants and descriptions being more unhinged than his videos.
No one's ever said that when my daughter was 10 or 11 or 12 years old and they enticed her with an iPhone to give up her father for an iPhone, just don't think about him, don't talk about him. Here's your iPhone. That was okay. She didn't have any parental control. She had unlimited access to the internet. She could do anything she wanted. She made YouTube videos. She did anything. Now she's 16, so they're tightening the grip. She's like barely exists on the internet. Her mother's like controlling her Instagram. She isn't even really online. That's just her mother changing the pictures on her Instagram like a psychotic witch.
His newest post on IG was from December 2021. However, Kurt is actually active to this date on new accounts. There's a YouTube channel named Star Gunnerman and a TikTok page named Oman Trade School. He seems even more unhinged than before, most of his content consisting of rants, conspiracy stuff and violence, mostly expressed through writings rather than videos. With him seemingly losing custody of his daughter, and him not being in contact with his previous family and ex-wife, I think there's basically nothing more to it. He could be a danger to himself, but so far, nothing seemed to have happened. Before we start with this topic, I just want to say that this was pretty difficult to research, because this topic has only been covered on Chinese social media platforms and outlets, so I don't really understand anything. This guy was actually quite a big deal in Taiwan, hence I'm surprised that this hasn't been picked up on by some English-speaking YouTubers. I've tried working with Google Translate as best as possible, but I might miss a few details and infos here and there, so just keep that in mind. And Chia Hang Zhang, better known as Godtone Online, is a Taiwanese YouTuber and an e-sportler for the video game League of Legends. He was one of the most successful streamers in Taiwan, amassing 10,000 viewers per stream. He had a very long career, starting from 2013. While Godtone had a few controversial situations, he wasn't necessarily at fault. There was a time in 2016 where he was asked to promote a mobile game, but the developer ended up not paying him the money they agreed on. The developer claimed that Godtone had a negative public image, which wasn't good for the reputation of the game. In the end, Godtone received the money after he sued the developer. There was one more case in 2019, but it's so difficult to understand through Google Translate what even happened that I won't comment on this any further. What I can say, that he again wasn't at fault here from the looks of it. Now we get to the part where he was actually at fault, and the things happening here were pretty rough. In 2013, Godtone insulted a police officer and a moderator of the video game League of Legends in a forum called PTT, which seems to be one of the biggest forums in Taiwan. In 2014, he was charged with slander and served a 2-year suspended sentence. In April 2024, things got pretty bad. There was a scandal with a Taiwanese comedian named Mickey Huang. While he was accused of harassing women, police found CP on his devices. Godtone talked about that scandal and said that the scandal wasn't anything serious and that he'd like to have intercourse with minors as well. Following this insane comment, he lost all of his collaborations and his YouTube channel got banned. He was also interviewed by media outlets, this time apologizing, admitting that it was a mistake.
我想还是未成年，那这个东西我刚才有讲到，其实被断章取义。可是如果大家觉得这一段话就是让大家不舒服，对各位不管是家长还是谁，反正谁只要感到不舒服的话，我都道歉，好不好？就这样子，对不起。
I couldn't fully understand whether he's continuing with his career or if he stopped, but he definitely faced a lot of backlash, and there were severe consequences for his actions. Christina Victoria Grimmie, born on March 12, 1994, in Malton, New Jersey, captured the hearts of millions with her soulful voice and infectious personality. Best known for her striking YouTube performances and remarkable stint on NBC's The Voice, Grimmie's journey from an internet sensation to a rising pop star was marked by her sheer talent and unwavering passion for music. Grimmie began her career by posting videos on YouTube in 2009 under the username ZeldaXLove64. With her keyboard, a camera, and a boundless love for music, Grimmie began covering hit songs, eventually amassing a significant online following. Her powerful renditions of songs by artists like Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato, and Adele resonated with viewers worldwide, propelling her to internet stardom. What set her apart was not just her voice, which combined technical proficiency with emotional depth, but her engaging, down-to-earth persona. She connected with her fans through her music, frequently communicating with them in her video comments and on social media. Her talent eventually caught the attention of Selena Gomez's stepfather, Brian Tiffy, who became her manager. This relationship helped open doors in the music industry that previously seemed unattainable. In 2014, Grimmie auditioned for The Voice, impressing the judges with a stunning rendition of Miley Cyrus' Wrecking Ball. Choosing Adam Levine as her coach, she competed fiercely, eventually placing third in the competition. Her performances on the show were marked by a signature vocal prowess and stage presence, earning her widespread acclaim and a deeper industry footprint. After The Voice, Grimmie's career appeared to be on a fast track to success. She released her EP, Side A, showcasing her growth as an artist and songwriter. Her sound evolved, blending pop sensibilities with an indie edge, and her lyrics reflected the dreams, challenges, and emotional experiences of her journey. She toured, opening for artists like Rachel Platten and Before You Exit, and continued to engage with her fans through her YouTube channel and social media platforms. Despite her rising profile, Grimmie maintained her grounded personality and dedication to her fans. She often spoke about her faith, family, and the joy of music brought to her life. Her unwavering positivity and resilience, even in the face of the industry's challenges, inspired many who followed her career. She truly seemed like an artist that was quickly rising to become a genuine superstar. But unfortunately, that was cut short. On June 10, 2016, following a concert performance in Orlando, Florida, Grimmie was signing autographs and meeting fans when she was fatally shot by an obsessed fan. The gunman, who later took his own life, had traveled to Orlando with the intention of killing Grimmie. The news of her murder sent shockwaves through the music community and her fanbase, leading to an outpouring of grief and tributes worldwide. The tragedy of Grimmie's death sparked conversations about the safety of performers and the need for improved security measures at live events. In the wake of her passing, her family established the Christina Grimmie Foundation, which aims to support families affected by the tragedy of gun violence and breast cancer, honoring Grimmie's mother, who battled the disease. Christina Grimmie's legacy extends far beyond her music. She's remembered as a vibrant, kind-hearted individual who believed in the power of music to connect and heal. Her covers and original songs continue to resonate with listeners, serving as a testament to her talent and spirit. The hashtag CGForever is often used by fans and peers to honor her memory and celebrate her contributions to music. That's about it with this episode. If you want to get caught up with this series, check out the full playlist by clicking on the end screen. Also, don't forget to sub to stay up to date.